Hi guys, Butterbricks here, coming to you with another video. Today I'm of course going to be counting off the best Mocs of this week that I have seen. But before we get into the best Mocs here, of course if you do like the content you see here, please comment, like, and subscribe. And yep, there'll be a link to all these builders in the description below. Anyway, so first off here I have a amazing Imperial troop transport build built by Edge of Bricks. And as you can see, this vehicle looks extremely sleek, it looks extremely accurate. As you can see, it has 3 slots for your stormtroopers to go, as well as a couple of prisoners if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure the turret at the top can swivel. There's also an interior. It just looks absolutely incredible, absolutely sleek. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. This Moc here is by Warlord Lego. And this is a ballista. Oh wait, never mind. It was actually by Jarek Lego, who built a ballista that actually worked. As you can see here, it takes a couple of turns and things like that in order to get it working. But it is an absolutely incredible build. Of course, it would be great for any type of like mythology build or like a Hobbit or Lord of the Rings Moc. As you can see, the overall details here look incredible. It looks nice and sleek. I'm not entirely sure if I'm liking the way that those Technic beams or Technic rods are bending, but yeah. Of course, as you can see, he brings it back. And then, of course, you get these missiles here, which attach onto like a small clip there. And then you will release it. And as you saw there, it released very fast. So that's a very cool Moc by Jarek Lego. Next Moc here is a microscale Cloud City Moc. Now this is really cool. Of course it only has 336 pieces, but it's just an absolutely amazing Moc. Of course this is by Dopey1479. Of course Cloud City build, he's got a couple of clouds there. The nice cloud design detailing there looks quite nice. Of course you have Bespin, well, the atmosphere of Bespin about the place. And then you have Cloud City in the middle there with lots of like rounded pieces and things like that. And there's also quite a few like those arrow type of pieces towards the top there to indicate city detailings. And of course you have a small type of cloud car going up to it. Anyway, so here is another somewhat of a digital build here. This is by KOTE Bricks. Now he's built a Separatist Diamond class cruiser, which is it looks absolutely amazing. Of course, I'm pretty sure it's in micro scale because if it was to be minifigure scale, it would be too big. But of course, this build here looks incredible. Of course, it's tiled off quite a lot. The coloring and details look incredible. You also have a couple smaller ships like docking it, etc. there, and it looks quite nice. Of course the background there is like planets, etc. And yeah, just an overall great build with lots of little details. Anyway, next Moc here is by First Order Lego. This is the Swamps of Dathomir, which is an absolutely incredible Jedi Fallen Order Moc for Brick's lab of like collaboration once again. This is his second Jedi Fallen Order build here for that collaboration. Of course, you have Cal Kestis on Dathomir. As you can see, you have 2 Zabrak warriors there trying to fend off Cal Kestis. The editing here for the lightsaber and things like that look really cool. Of course, the actual detailing for the buildings, etc., are absolutely incredible. Lots of little like light orange and then dark orange pieces, which really suit Dathomir an awful lot. And then you have lots of like foliage and things like that you would see in Dathomir. And yeah, just an overall outstanding Moc here. And yeah. So next Moc here is by Creative Bricks. Of course, this is somewhat of another microscale Moc. Of course, this is a TIE fighter hangar in the First Order. Of course, you have 4 TIE fighters that are docked there. Detailing is quite nice to the side there. As you can see, quite a few trans blue pieces there indicate like your lights. A couple of like white studs and things like that to replicate troopers, etc. And it's overall quite a good quite a good microscale Moc. It's also got like a black border right there. Anyway, so next Moc here, I'm pretty sure is another LDD one. It is another Moc by TK Bricks. This is of course a part of his like new reskin for these type of ships. Here we have the UCS Slave 1 in a Hulkbuster kind of what do you call it? Like kind of skin here. As you can see, it has dark red and then lots of gold there, which looks incredible. I think it looks and turned out really well. And yeah, just an overall great Moc. Anyway, so next Moc here is another Moc by Creative Bricks. This is a UT-80 that I'm pretty sure it is on the planet. God, my mind went blank here. I had it and then it just disappeared. But anyway, regarding that, it has a couple of your troopers there in the front. The build for that UT-80 looks incredible. Of course, you get all the little details and things like that. And then the actual road here, quite cool. I know the planet, I just can't put a name to it. It's the scene from episode 3 where, of course, you have Ki-Adi-Mundi being shot down. Yeah. It begins with an M. That's gonna really bug me, but yeah. Of course, detailing for the road there looks incredible. Couple of snow pieces there, as well as a couple of archways to replicate the detailing on the planet. Next Moc here is by H2 Brick, or Noah. Of course, this is another type of Moc for KOTE. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but of course, it is this series where you have a couple of clone troopers taking down like pirates, gangs like the Black Sun. As you can see, you have lots of troopers taking down the members of the Black Sun. Of course, the terrain there looks incredible, and you also have a nice looking black border there. Lots of foliage there, and the kind of curly pieces there, foliage towards the front there look incredible. You have 2 bark speeders there that are being read on by clone troopers. And the explosion there is really nice use of those pieces. Of course, they look incredible. Excuse that noise, something just drove past, but yeah. And then of course the foliage towards the top of the mountain there. The rock work for that mountain or hill looks incredible. Of course, you have a couple of nice colors like dark tan, olive green, dark grey, and your light brown and dark brown, which look incredible. Of course, you have a Black Sun member there hiding behind some sort of ruins, and there's some sort of crate there that might be what they're smuggling out. And then the belts for the trees there look incredible. Anyway, so the next Moc here is another Jedi Fallen Order Moc. This is by the Bricktor. Of course, you have the scene where a young Cal Kestis is trying to escape the Venator Star Destroyer. Well, not the Venator Star Destroyer, but yeah, you get my point. Of course, you have a couple of troopers there trying to stay on and shoot down Cal at the exact same time. The greebling detailing here is incredible. Of course, you have some of those like Death Star kind of lights there. Really nice design for those. Of course, lots and lots of greebling detailing, like pipe pieces, wheel pieces, whole bunch of like bars and things like that, and it looks absolutely incredible. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Anyway, so next Moc here is by GNG Bricks. This is somewhat of a Black Panther sculpture, of course from the Black Panther film. Of course the Black Panther there looks incredible. Of course you have a couple of detailing there, like a couple of like fans or something like that, or like the Ninjago kind of mohawk piece there to replicate fur details. And then you of course have the terrain there, which is nice and sloped, and then you have a couple of like foliage pieces there to replicate like the bushes, etc. And just an overall great Moc here. Anyway, so next Moc here is I think it's one for Dark Times RPG. It is actually by Arkham Elo. And this looks incredible. Of course, I really like the colors here. You have a mixture of dark grey, light grey, like a type of blue, baby blue color or something like that. and a slight hint of like your pink there, which really contrasts well actually. Of course you have like a Pike Syndicate member there, shoots down a stormtrooper, and then you have another type of commander officer trooper there. The building there looks quite nice. Lots of nice little details there. Of course you have somewhat of a cape design there, which is to replicate somewhat of something else going about. Excuse the noise there. Something else going on again. But yeah, you might get that quite a lot. Of course, you also have a small platform there that's also levitated by somewhat of a couple of pole pieces there, and you've also got a small type of lantern piece there that really adds to the Moc. Anyways, the next Moc here is by Hyperlight Bricks. Of course, this is an amazing Moc of Coruscant. 1313 Moc. Of course, it looks incredible. Nice little Easter egg there is the store selling death sticks. Of course, we see somewhat of that in episode 2. We got a couple of like your Ryloth species there. I've forgotten what you call them. I think it's Twi'lek species there. Face there, and it looks incredible. Of course, a couple more things like that. You also have a couple of like Imperial units about the place, scouting the place out. Of course, they're probably looking for some sort of Mandalorian, to one of which there is one flying off there at the top there. And there's also quite a few cockpit pieces, like the Slave 1 cockpit piece there, which is a really nice use of that piece there, which is actually really cool. And then you have some more side builds, etc. And the sign there towards the left looks incredible. Anyways, the next Moc here is by the Real Lego Man Productions. Of course, this is the episode Revenge from Star Wars The Clone Wars, where of course you have Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ventress trying to fend off the Zabrak brothers, which of course are Darth Maul and Savage Opress. Now this is an absolutely stunning Moc here. Of course you have all the crates, and yeah, every crate has a somewhat of a unique design. Of course, lots and lots of greebling. As you can see, there's quite a few dark tan pieces to show that the ship is dirty. Top balcony type of thing there. You have a custom, like a cyborg Maul there, and then you have Savage Opress. And then there's also quite a few like ring pieces and things like that about, and it also has some of a black and dark red border, which really adds to the detail in the Moc. Anyway, it's a really great Moc, new Lego Man Productions. Anyway, so next Moc here is another Jedi Fallen Order Moc by GABricks.lego. Of course, this is a scene where you are on Kashyyyk. Of course, you have a couple of scout troopers guarding the entrance to the, I think it's the Kashyyyk refinery thing there, factory. Of course, you have Cal Kestis fending off the scout troopers. One's been force pushed, and the other's just about to go up on Cal. Nice foliage pieces there, a couple of flower pieces, etc. Slot technique for the ground or landing pad there. The detailing for the actual bunker itself looks incredible, and quite a few olive green pieces there, and yeah, I'm pretty sure there's also quite a few cookie pieces there to replicate the fact that there's sort of a pipeline going. And then the detailing above the actual door there looks incredible, and the door there also looks incredible. And then you also have a small water or liquid dropping out of the side there. Anyway, so next Moc, well, not Moc, but like somewhat of a photography type of one here. Of course you have a photography one here by a Sith.load.of.lego. Of course you have Darth Vader levitating some rolls of toilet paper, which is quite a reference to the stuff going on with the COVID-19 or coronavirus, however you want to say it. But yeah, I thought I'd just add that in there. But anyway, so the next Moc here is by Ostrich Bricks. Of course, it is this famous scene from Episode 4 at New Hope, where you have Princess Leia trying to put the Death Star plans into R2-D2. Incredibly accurate detailing here. Of course, it looks incredible with all the smooth type of details and things like that, and even just some of the filters that are on here as well as the lights really add to the Moc. Next mock here is by Ordo Belts for Clone Wars log. Of course, you have a Jedi and somewhat of a broken down droid there that are trying to wander or something like that. But of course, you have flower detailing there, which is quite nice, using that type of baby blue design. And then the actual terrain there with the tan pieces looks incredible, with lots and lots of like cheese wedge pieces, etc. Next mock here is another microscale mock by Rigid Bricks. Of course, excuse that. Where you have an 80 OT that's been dropped off by a dropship, which looks incredible. And yeah, just an overall great mini mock. Anyway, so that's going to be it for this week of the best LEGO mocks. Of course, if you do like the CODs you see here, please comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm Inferno Bricks, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.